So how much money do you really spend during pregnancy? Today I'm showing you how much I've spent in my first trimester. Hey guys, I'm Marissa and I'm pregnant with our baby boy due in May of 2020. I'm also becoming a first-time mom, so all of this is so new and exciting for me. I'm also a huge fan of budgeting and I'm definitely a budget nerd. And so during this pregnancy, I've been very interested to know how much it really costs to be pregnant and have a baby. So I have spent a little bit of money in my first trimester of pregnancy and I wanted to break it down for you guys to show you what I've bought and how much I've spent, because it can be overwhelming when planning financially for being pregnant and having a baby. So if you are a mom or an expecting mom who wants to stay on track with their finances, this is definitely the place for you. Scroll down and hit that subscribe button. So I'll be breaking it down for you on categories of where I've spent this money, but as a grand total during this first trimester, I spent about $250 related to being pregnant. So the first thing that I've spent money on is additional groceries. We've spent about $100 on additional food. During my first trimester of pregnancy, I felt very nauseous and it was hard for me to find something that I really wanted to eat. And so when we went to the grocery store, I just kind of bought whatever sounded good. And so things were maybe a little bit more expensive and we just didn't really meal plan because I couldn't plan out what I was going to eat because things either sounded good or sounded disgusting in the moment. So it was because of our lack of planning and just impulse purchasing at the grocery store, we ended up spending a little bit more on groceries than we normally do, but I did have this planned for in our budget. I did increase our grocery budget a little bit more. Also, if you're interested in starting a budget, I actually have an Excel budget template download. It's super cheap in my Etsy shop. I will leave a link to that in the description box down below so you can check it out. And in that $100, I think I'll also count like eating out. We definitely did eat out a little bit more just because, again, there were things like in the moment that I'm like, oh my gosh, this sounds really good. Like I can eat this, like that won't make me throw up. So we definitely would eat those sorts of things in the moment if they sounded good. So all that to say, my food budget did increase a little bit. Now that I am in the second trimester, I'm not feeling as nauseous, so I think that we're going to be able to get a hold of our grocery budget a little bit more. I am trying to eat super healthy, so there are a little bit more costs associated with being extra healthy, and so I know that our grocery budget will be a little bit higher during the pregnancy, but definitely not as high as it has been during that first trimester just because of my lack of planning. Okay, next, maternity clothes. So to preface this as well, this is our first baby after miscarriage. So I miscarried my first pregnancy in July, and I was about 6.5 weeks pregnant. And so with this pregnancy, I just felt like I haven't been able to buy things or do these things until I've, reached like that second trimester or like felt like I'm in the clear, because I just didn't want to get my hopes up or get too attached like I was last time, because it was really hard. So I felt like I've really been trying to hold off on buying things until the second trimester. So all that to be said, the things that I bought have all really been in the last week. And that's because I had like a 12-week ultrasound appointment and things were looking great. And so I felt a lot more confident in how things were going. So I felt okay with purchasing some things. So maternity clothes. I ordered these maternity leggings. I will leave links to everything in the description box down below so you can check it out if you're interested. These are the Spanx Mama Look at Me Now leggings, and as you can see, they have they go over the whole bump, and so I just wanted something comfortable. My pants still fit, but they're just a little bit tighter. I'm currently at 13 weeks. A little bit tighter, and I don't button them up all the way, and so I'm just wanting to have something comfy, and I know maternity leggings are something that you live in. So I was like, oh, I'll just get a good pair of maternity leggings. These were $78 on Amazon, and honestly I think I'm going to return them. They're just a little bit too stretchy. I know that sounds crazy, but there's too much material. I am a short person, and so they kind of bunch at the ankles, or they're hard to get on. You have to keep pulling at them to actually get them on because there's so much fabric. So I had really high hopes for these, and I tried them on a couple times to see, and I just don't love them. My regular leggings that I have are Zella brand, and so I think I'm going to check out their maternity stuff instead. They're not as stretchy. They don't have as much give, and so they're like easier to put on. So I feel like especially when I'm going to be very pregnant, these aren't going to be the easiest to put on, but I do love the belly part of how far it goes up. I think that that is like super nice. So I'll maybe try and find another pair like that. But so these were $78, and I think I'm going to return them to Amazon. The next thing related to maternity that I got were these belly bands. And so like I said, I haven't been able to button up like my pants all the way. So having this, which is honestly kind of like a cami, maybe just a little bit tighter, to go around my belly and over my jeans so that you can't tell that I don't have my pants buttoned up all the way. So this set I got on Amazon, linked below, and it came with 3 different colors, a black, a gray, and a white to go with whatever you're wearing. So these will come in handy, especially for weeks to come. I haven't worn them yet, but I think that they're going to be really helpful. The other thing that I got related to maternity, my bras have been still wearable, but just uncomfortable as my boobs are already bigger, but I don't want to get like a nursing bra because I'm like 13 weeks pregnant. So I decided to instead get little bralettes. So this is one that I got. It's like a nude color. I haven't worn it yet, but just a Jockey brand bralette. I'm wearing a black one right now, and it is so comfy. Like, it feels like I'm not like wearing anything. And so I highly recommend the bralette for when you just like your boobs feel bigger, but you don't want to wear your regular bra. So definitely have been a lifesaver. I just bought these at Target, but I'm sure they're on Amazon too, so I'll find them. I'll link them. So total with all of that is about $129. And these are all things that I've gotten in the last week. So next up, I have medications and vitamins. So I've been taking regular vitamins as part of my daily routine with pregnancy, and I've spent $12.49 on additional vitamins. I ended up having to get some breathe right strips because I've had some congestion and just unable to sleep very well for the last few weeks of pregnancy. So I got some breathe right strips, and I also got some other medication to try and help with the congestion that I haven't taken yet, and I'm honestly not sure if I will yet. I've been really trying to avoid medication, even though my doctor has said like it's okay to take and everything. I just personally, I'm trying to stay away from it as much as I can. So we'll see, but I do have it on hand just in case if I need it. So about $12 worth of medication and vitamins. The next category, baby clothes. I spent $17.98 on baby clothes, and this has been, I feel like, monumental in my pregnancy journey, just because since I had a miscarriage last time, I have been so hesitant to at all get excited or prep or do anything for baby. So we found out the gender of our baby in week 12, and so we found out that it was a boy. And so that's been like really fun to now think of everything related to being a boy. And so I went to Target and picked up a couple things. I got these cute little mittens, and I love these like little trees. I'm in Portland, Oregon, so these were like, I felt like super Portlandy with the trees and stuff and little bears. So we got little mittens for him, and I also got some little zip up onesies, sleepers, so they're like the footed pajama ones. And so I thought that these were super cute. This has a little bear on it, and the little ears are all fuzzy. And then these are matching with the mittens, and so this one was with the trees. And these are all newborn sizes. Crazy that we'll have a little baby here. And then little bears as well with the footed pajamas. So with all of these, with the PJs and the mittens, I spent $17.98. And this was really for me because it's just been monumental of, it's just like I bought this on the last day of my first trimester. And it feels good to start being excited, start planning for baby to be here. So we obviously don't need these for a long time, so I really didn't need this, and I didn't need to prepare, but it was something that I just wanted to do for me, honestly, to be able to get excited for having baby. So as a total, we spent about $250. I spent $159.46 on purchasing items that you've seen, and then I spent about-ish, maybe an extra $100 out of our normal budget on additional food and eating out because of the reason of being pregnant. We wouldn't have spent it if I wasn't pregnant, so that's why I'm counting it. So first trimester, about $250. I know that we're going to be spending more second trimester. I will also note that my insurance is really great, and so I haven't had to pay any medical costs in the first trimester. I'm planning on paying some in the second because I found out the gender with the NIPT, which is the blood test to figure out any sort of chromosomal abnormalities as well as the gender. And I just haven't been billed for it yet, and I'm honestly not sure exactly how much it's going to be, but I will let you guys know when I find out. So I plan to pay that probably in the second trimester. All other medical, if everything goes smoothly and goes according to plan, I shouldn't really have to pay anything until I get to delivery in May. But I plan to be sharing updates along the way through my pregnancy of how much I'm spending. I also do budget report videos every month, so I will be sharing each month what I'm spending on baby related items, but I think it's fun to look at it as a whole trimester as well. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more baby updates and baby preparation, especially as it relates to finances. And if you want to keep up with more of my pregnancy, check out this playlist here, and I'll see you over there.